Hey, what's going on, guys? Universal Play here, and today I'm making a TDS tower tier list, which, let's be honest, it may seem very off from what you see, like, Photon Hive does these really accurate tier lists. So, yeah, let's get ready for controversial opinions, am I right? Alright, starting off with Scout. Scout is I'd say Scout is like I'll change I'll change the tower to as long as I go with it. S from F as being the best, F being the worst. But Scout, to be honest, it has nothing that much going for it. And in terms of use, it's pretty limited. And then there's Sniper. Sniper is slightly better than Scout. It has a higher DPS, shockingly, and that's about it. Paintballer has a pretty low DPS, I'll be honest. If anything, it's just I'll just go check. But yeah, Paintballer is, I'll say it, Paintballer slightly better than Scout. That makes no sense. It's not better. Alright, Demo Man. Now this, okay. Demo Man's use is pretty limited. It's better than Scout, but not by a lot. Soldier. Okay, so Soldier is a sort of a bugged tower, which it really just sucks for Soldier because it got a rework not too long ago. I'll say it's a C tier. Soldier's a C tier. Freezer. In what place do you need Freezer? Hunter. Same thing. Ace. Alright. Ace is going all the way up in A tier. Cheap it's a cheap and affordable option for new players. It's really good. 180 DPS despite not being stationary. Mwah. It's amazing. Medic. Okay, Medic has become a very essential tool. Okay, Pyromancer. Regular Pyromancer doesn't have much going for it. Okay, Farm. A lot of people would put Farm in S tier. I'm not. Because Farm is situational. I'm putting it in A tier. You don't always need Farm. And I'm saying that it, like in recent events, like in anything that's event, it just prevents you from using farms. Now, Pizza Party, Badlands 2, Polluted Wastelands 2, Hardcore, those are not events. That's why you can use farm in those. Okay. Militant, it's a great choice for beginners. It's a solid DPS, solid cost efficiency. It has a really good cost efficiency for, you pay 13 grand for, you, you pay 13 grand in total for something that's really not that bad. I'll be honest. Catabangs. Okay. Shotgunner is like, it's like not feeling it. I don't think it's better than Militant because of its short range. And its damage varies depending on how many shots from the shotgunner hits the target. Okay. Military base. If we were still in the era where military base was like it still produced entity lag, it would go in S tier for sure. But it's definitely gone down a few tiers. I'll say it's better than all of these. Rocketeer, you get a big fat F. Electroshocker is Freezer, but better because it chains. But then again, you don't have much use for it otherwise. Commander. Again, had Commander not been nerfed, I would have put it in S tier. It's still an asset, still a valuable asset. Like most supports are gonna go in A tier. DJ. When like DJs may not seem like that big of a deal. Like there's a few things that you can do without DJ. But the range bonus and the discounts help so much, especially when you're trying to use the expensive towers such as Accelerator, Turret, Ranger, and especially Engineer. So consider that factor. Okay, Warden. A lot of people call Warden an event tower. I wouldn't. I mean, it's a tower that comes along with the game mode, but is the game mode really limited? Doesn't mention it, so I don't think it's limited. That being said, Warden's good. It's a pretty good. This is a first S tier, honestly. Stun, great DPS. It's just overall amazing. Alright, minigunner. Okay, so for minigunner, I'm feeling a B tier. B tier. It's like its DPS is like 80 or something. So that's about it. Ranger. Ranger is minigunner, but it can't be stunned. And also has a placement limit and way more expensive. Okay. Accelerator. A lot of people would put Accelerator in S tier, but I'm hesitant. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of S tier. I mean, sure, it has a high DPS. Okay, no, I'm gonna take back what I said, but like, Accelerator is good, but like, also not. Like, its early levels suck. Like, Accelerator is basically unusable until max level because the charge up takes forever. Which, and lock-on mechanic makes it lose a lot of points. So yeah, it's like, it's S tier, but also not. It's like, low S, high A tier. Well, I'll keep it in S, but Engineer doesn't have the same problem, but it is way more expensive for less DPS. And sentries that can be stunned and deleted. Okay, Crook Boss. Crook Boss is Crook Boss is Crook Boss. I mean, Crook Boss is just being Crook Boss. It's like Milton, but slightly worse. Sure, it has like the same DPS, but like it's not as it doesn't have as good of a range and a pretty severe placement limit. Okay, turret. Turret's a pretty good tower. I'll say that much. It's OP. Okay. Mortar. Mortar's a pretty questionable tower, I'll be honest. And Pursuit has definitely fallen off ever since the rate of Firebug has been patched. I want to say it's better than Ranger, but again, lock-on mechanics makes it lose so many points. Okay, Cowboy. Ever since Cowboy got a rework, Cowboy just skyrocketed into the tiers list. Like, Cowboy has a DPS of 38.12, which is better than it previously was. But the fact that it makes so much, that just a spam of these can make a heck ton of money, it's definitely a winner. Okay, Golden Towers. Now these are gonna have to get ranked higher than their previous counterparts. Some of them, yes. Alright. I have a little bit of a problem with Golden Soldier. I'll just get that out of the way. Golden Soldier is not that much better than its previous counterpart. And it's also buggy. Like the burst isn't what it says. It's pretty clickbaity. And that being said, Scout's better. Use Scout instead. Golden Minigunner is definitely a its massive DPS is definitely a thank God asset. Golden Pyromancer. The DPS goes up. Way up. It's a great support. I use this all. Golden Pyro is a support that I use very frequently. Golden Crook Boss. It's not that much better than its previous counterpart. So yeah. Golden Cowboy. Oh boy, is level 3 cost efficient. That's so cost efficient that they had to make it less cost efficient by upping the price of level 3. Nonetheless, Golden Cowboy is still a great asset. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I have Golden Cowboy here, if you can already tell, but Golden Cowboy works. Now we're getting into the event towers. The Gladiator definitely has fallen off ever since the Warden has appeared. But, hey, still does its job. Commando. Commando deals quite a lot of DPS, but is not cost efficient. It's actually not cost efficient. Hold up. Like, it has a DPS of 50, but you have to pay 22,000. You can pay less with minigunner and do more DPS than that. What? And then Slasher, worst melee tower of all time. It's not that bad. But Frost Blaster, I really question its utility. Yeah. I really question Frost Blaster's utility. Archer is what makes me sad. Because I used to use Archer so much before the overhaul update. And then I just got a massive nerf in DPS in exchange for hit detection. No, I want my old Archer back. Not this idiot. But it is pretty cheap, so it gets bonus points for that. You gotta consider the cost efficiency, you know. Swarmer is another, is another questionable utility, but the bomb does a lot of damage. There's a lot of Swarmers, you just spam their abilities and you can defeat Molten Boss pretty easily. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Okay. Toxic Gunner. Ever since Toxic Gunner got nerfed, its utility has kind of definitely fallen apart. And Sledger. It's good. It's pretty damn good. And finally, Executioner. It once was the best event tower, and then the Roth bug got fixed, and the bugs that made Executioner broken just got removed, and ever since that, it's just gone downhill for Executioner. For Executioner, people still don't know how to use you. But you get my pity vote. You get solid B tier. A lot of towers going to B tier. Rocketeer is especially an F tier, and we got 3 towers in S tier. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with me on how there are 0 support towers in S tier. But, honestly, with supports being completely optional, and most of them not being that critical, I'm going to say Uh, this is the definitive edition of my tier list. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like. That'd be really appreciated. Also, if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. Helps me out a lot. And feel free to throw any criticism in the comments. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.